Hello, I am Nathan, and this is Thunder Up Talk. So today I am going to talk about the top five trios or big threes in the NBA. So let me start. Number five, I've got the LA Lakers. So you got LeBron, got Austin Reeves, and of course we've got Luca. So offensively, that trio is phenomenal. I actually think the Lakers are going to be a little bit better than some people might have them be. Luca's in shape. Everyone knows that. We've heard that a million times. But I really do think this is going to be a bounce back year for Luca. So I felt that the Lakers did need to be that trio needed to be in the top five because I really think Luca's going to have an outstanding year. LeBron is still great. Austin Reeves is still a pretty decent third guy to tag along with those really two great players. Number four, I've got the Cleveland Cavaliers. So with Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland, they won a ton of games last season. Uh, and in my opinion, they should be in the NBA Finals next year. I really think that, um, or at least in an Eastern Conference Finals and go into Game 6 or 7 against somebody. They really should take advantage of it. And I put them in the top five. Donovan Mitchell is great, 24 points a game. I really think Evan Mobley will continue to progress and get better and better and better. And I think they're counting on that. I really do. I think the Cavaliers expect Evan Mobley to get a little bit better offensively. And of course, we know he's great on the defensive end. The number three trio that in my top five, I've got the Houston Rockets trio of, we'll call Shingun the guy. I don't know. Shingun, KD, and then Amin Thompson. KD's getting up there in age, but he's still averaging 26, 27 points a game. Shingun has been crazy in all the games he's been playing this summer, so maybe that will kind of translate. Maybe he'll be quite a bit better. And then Amin Thompson, I just love this dude. He is so athletic. Just watching him shoot a basketball is like you're just like, oh yeah, he's different. He just stays up in the air for a really long time. I thought he was great in the playoffs, and of course, I mentioned his athleticism, but his defense is sensational as well, and he will only improve going forward as well. Number two on the list, I give the second best trio in the NBA to the Denver Nuggets. So it's really easy when you have Jokic to start with, Jamal Murray, and then to round it out with Aaron Gordon. And this trio, they've been playing together for a really long time. They just have so much chemistry together. I really, when they're not giving me a heart attack, I love watching them play. Murray plays so well off of Jokic. Jokic finds so many easy buckets for Aaron Gordon, usually alley oops or in the dunker spot. And they just know where to be, how to play off each other, just like guys that have, they just play so well together. And so that leaves me, obviously, with number one being the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, of course, I'm probably being a homer, but, with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren, they are my favorite by far looking at this list. And I really do think they deserve to be called the best trio, the best big three in the NBA. So outside of Nikola Jokic, I think Shea, I would pick him over any of the first tier, the first best player of these trios. I'll take him over Shingun if we want to call him the best, or KD. I'd rather have him over Mitchell, and I'd rather have him over Luca. Uh, Shea has led his team to a championship. Shea plays better defense than Luca. So to me, that's not even close. Jokic, to me, those guys are 1A, 1B. I'll call it even. Going down the list, just kind of reinforcing my idea of why the Thunder should be first and the best trio, I go to Jalen Williams. I'd rather have Jalen Williams than Jamal Murray, Kevin Durant, Evan Mobley, and LeBron James. And call me crazy about LeBron. LeBron doesn't play any defense. He's a cone on defense. He gets cooked. Jalen Williams is super versatile. He's super young. He's played anywhere from handling the ball column of one to playing defense against Wembanyama. If you haven't forgotten, last season when we didn't have a center, he's incredible. And oh, by the way, he scored 40 points in a game when he had a wrist injury that he's constantly getting shot up to numb it. So he's pretty great, and he's only going to get better. And just going with this narrative that the second and third guys are clear and far better than the other guys in the list, Chet, I would rather have Chet than Aaron Gordon. I'd rather have Chet than Amon Thompson, Darius Garland, or Austin Reeves. And again, it comes down to the historic defense. Like I've talked about the numbers with Chet and his impact on the court. He shot terribly during the playoffs, but he's also coming off an injury, a brutal hip injury, and at the same time, he was still having this incredible impact on the defensive end of the court. And that's why the Oklahoma City Thunder ultimately won a championship. So, just to recap, I've got the Lakers at 5, I've got the Cavs at 4, the Rockets at 3, the Denver Nuggets trio at 2, and the Oklahoma City Thunders trio at 1. I did have a couple of teams on the outside looking in. I'll briefly mention those. I thought I kind of thought about Minnesota. They've got Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert. I'm just kind of over that guy. Julius Randle. They kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm kind of like, eh. We beat them so handily in the playoffs. Golden State Warriors. Steph is still phenomenal. Um, but Jimmy Butler's always hurt. Draymond Green has forgotten how to shoot. He just kind of has defense left. So that's kind of further down my list. And then the closest one, in my opinion, would be the New York Knicks trio. They've got Jalen Brunson. I really like him. They've got Cat, Carl Anthony Towns, who played really, really good for them. And then OG Anunoby. Some people might want to trade him out for Mikal Bridges. I'd take OG when he's not hurt. And then I would just like to mention too, if the Boston Celtics, if Tatum wasn't injured and recovering from the torn Achilles, they would for sure be in my top 5 best trios in the NBA. And of course, that would be Tatum, Brown. I personally would stick Derek White in that group. I really love the way he plays, and they've been together for quite a while as well. So um, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like my list of top 5 trios in the NBA. If you don't like it, you disagree, let me know. Let me know what I forgot. That's certainly possible. But with that, I will talk to you later. Thunder up.